good evening. Y'all know your girl, I love to say it like that because I'm so excited that you all are here. I know my voice is a little cracky because I'm excited, Kenneth, because yesterday was our first Sunday back at our home, at our church. I was excited about that. We were back at our home church. We celebrated our church anniversary. We were super duper excited.
45 years that we had a great time.
Yes, we did have a great time. So I always like to ask, how are you feeling today?
Well, thank you, ma'am. I'm doing good. It's a good day. Monday is always great for me. I always try to be pumped for Monday because I know Monday is a day that we're gonna, just really rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
How was your day today?
You know what? It's been really good. That's why I said really excited about today. Got a great hot topic.
Yes, hot topic.
Excuse me, y'all. But before I get deep into it or even get started with it, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we come on. Y'all know your girl and my husband, we come on every Monday, y'all. So y'all got to make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll know. Bing, it's time. It's that time. It's that time.
It's that time. It is.
So, Kenneth, since I'm doing good, feeling good.
And I'm doing good, feeling good.
Feeling good. Got my little earrings working today. Y'all usually don't have all this, but this is an interesting topic.
Okay. I'm ready to get started.
Interesting topic, y'all. So I had to at least try to let me look cute. So I had someone to email us.
Okay.
And y'all can email us. I give y'all that. Email us and they ask. They're married.
All right.
Been married.
Okay.
Been married about 10 plus years.
Okay.
They said now that they're married and they have kids. She said that she is at a point now where she is more sexually high.
Wow.
She's ready for sex even more.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. She said for some reason it appears that my husband's sex drive have fallen off. It's not like it was before. And I just want to know, what do I do? Or what do y'all suggest, or what do y'all have for us when it talks about different sex drives?
Ooh, you already got my wheels are turning. And it's a very interesting subject because sex plays a vital part in marriage, especially. Sex was built for marriage. Okay. And marriage was built for sex.
Okay, so elaborate. I like when you say little stuff.
I like that.
And then I like you to go deeper. Sex was built for marriage.
Yes.
And marriage was built for sex. Tell me about that.
To me, it seems like, those two go hand in hand because, you have to have sex in order to procreate.
Okay.
Procreate. Yeah, procreate. And so both of those go hand in hand in a marriage. And if you take that out of a marriage, seems like your marriage is going to be, start out be dull and boring, and then almost none exists.
Now you may have some people looking up that words because you said marriage was meant to procreate.
Yes, it was.
And it's just for them to be that oneness.
Yes.
For us to come unify like that. How sex was made. What's interesting? You said sex was made for marriage. Marriage was made for sex.
Yes.
For procreation.
Procreation is one of the reasons why. Okay. Because in the beginning, that's what happened. Those two came together and they were no longer two, they were one.
They were one.
And then in order for them to have a unification, to have a family, they had to procreate. Okay. So they had to have sex in order to procreate.
Now, some people are going to say, y'all talking about sex, but in our relationship, we talking about making love. They use different terms. But to me, once you're married, you are making love, but we're just using the term sex because that's the term a lot of people can relate to. I think it's making love. Do you think there's a difference, with me even asking, is there a difference between sex and making love? Do you? Y'all know I like to ask Kenneth the questions.
There's a difference between sex and making love.
Yes.
I agree. Yes,
okay.
there is. There is a difference. Because if you but if I play out and say, let's just have sex, I may just want a quickie.
Okay.
Or I may just want, just to play with you. Just get started and just do something.
Okay, like foreplay.
And then go on about my business.
I ain't gonna say play with you. Don't you mean like foreplay?
play with you, foreplay.
Okay, Kenneth.
Either way.
I knew this was going to be an interesting discussion today.
And that could be just sex. Hey, today I don't want to make love. I just want to have sex.
Okay.
And making love to me is just like, the intimacy part of it, where we get deep and we
hold it.
Help each other. Romance each other.
Okay.
Even just start playing with each other in order to get each other ready for
what we're going to do. With each other, but
playing with each other. I mean, like playing with each other's mind. Maybe telling you what I'm going to do. You tell me what you're going to do.
Okay.
Let's just play with each. That's what I mean by
play with each other. Okay. Yes. I just want to make sure. I always like to ask that.
And to make love, that means to be just deep into it. I want your whole mind, body, and soul.
Okay.
And you want my whole mind, body, and soul.
Okay.
And that's when you really get into it, making love then.
Okay.
So to me, that's what the difference. That's just a short version of making love and having sex.
Having sex, I got you. So
what about you?
I knew you. I thought I was gonna be able to skip right over
that. Bypass that.
I was about to. I must say I agree. I think sex,
like
you say, sex to me could be like, okay, let's just go in here real quick, and it could be a quickie per se, or we have not a lot of time. Making love to me is just something that started that morning. I know that morning throughout the whole day that by the time we hit that bed that night, what's gonna happen, because the expectations has already presented itself. So to me, that's making love, where you're calling me, you're saying stuff. We're just sending text messages. I mean, it's just the little things we do, and just throughout that whole day. Like I said, by the time we go to bed, we know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So that's making love to me.
Okay. Then that makes sense too, and it plays a vital part in a marriage, because we both need to know what's going on.
We do.
Do I want to have sex today, or do I want to make love today?
Okay. Okay.
And so that's important in a marriage and a relationship. And husband and wife need to have a sit down and talk about that.
Well, I know you saying that, but we really need to address her question, because you said procreation. Okay. I just want to, even like you said, we talking about it. We're gonna address it, but like 3 things to me that helps a marriage. Because you talked about procreation.
Okay.
I think sex is always also there for pleasure. Because we need to please each other. It shouldn't be one-sided. And to me, not necessarily.
Whoa. What do you mean it should be one-sided?
What I mean by that is we both should get pleased by the end of the day. It shouldn't be where you and I making love or having sex, and then 5 minutes later, you sleep, and I'm looking like, wait a minute, what? Like,
excuse me for laughing. But why is it going to be 5 minutes? 5 minutes later, I'm sleeping.
Okay, 10 minutes later, 15, whatever. I'm just saying. You sleep, and I'm like, are you serious? Like he always say, he 9 years older than I am. So I'm looking like, wait a minute, what's wrong?
I understand.
You all right?
I understand.
Sure? So that's what I mean by we need to be able to please each other. Need to be pleasurable for both of us. Not just myself, but for both of us.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree, because that's my job. My job as a husband is to make you happy. In every area.
Wife. Exactly.
In every area. So if I can make you happy sexually, that's a plus in my relationship.
Okay.
Because that helps me even build even more.
Okay.
Because now I got you. Now I said, okay, I can please my wife in the bedroom. I can please her, wherever we want to be pleased at.
Exactly.
And now it's more exciting.
Okay.
Now our marriage can even be more exciting, because now we know that, hey, whatever it takes to make both of us happy sexually, both of us are capable of doing it.
Okay.
So that's good. Pleasure is good.
And then also, I think sex is there for protection. What I mean by that is protection. If you're satisfying me, I don't have to go seek or look elsewhere to be satisfied.
Okay, so outside the marriage you're talking about?
Outside of the marriage. Okay. That way, you're protecting me and I'm protecting. As long as we're both doing our due diligence. But just like her right now, her sex drive is high.
Okay.
She said his is a little low. So what do you do when one is high and one is low? How do you help her? How do we help her? Because she sent us an email. You know how to help her? You know what you could tell her?
As a man, our job is to have that conversation.
Okay.
Because there's things that helps me.
Okay.
I speak as a man. Helps me to get a high drive, and sometimes helps me get a low drive too.
Okay.
So I need to talk to you, and you need to talk to me, and find out what makes me happy in the bedroom.
Okay.
Outside of bringing toys in and things like that, I need to tell you what excites me.
So you're saying they shouldn't include toys?
Not right now. Not right now.
Okay, I'm just asking a question.
This is you and I trying to reason with the question, because if you're a high drive and I'm a low drive,
right?
I need to find out how can I get to even not your level, but even raise my level up even more sexually.
I like how you say communicate. That's the big. That you and I, since we've started this platform, we've always talked about having a good communication with each other. Right. I think that's the key to any relationship. Yes. I think that's the key to your marriage. If you all can communicate, because Kenneth, if I think about it, it could be something serious. Yeah. It could be something medical that. Yeah. And of course, I'm gonna say that y'all don't like to share a lot when it comes to medical stuff. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But you all don't. Y'all like to keep that to yourselves. Where us, we're gonna tell the world
everything. You gonna
that's
tell
for another topic.
And everything.
But y'all we're gonna tell the world because we want people to know, and not just to know to be nosy, but we want people to know so somebody to know what's going on. Right. But anyway, it could be. That's why I said it could be something medical. So to me, having that deep communication, having those conversations, to me is big. That's the start of understanding why did mine go high, did it go low? Because I even have a few questions for her. Don't forget your thought. I have a few questions for you, the one that wrote. Have your drive always been high? Right. Did it just all of a sudden go high? What was it after the kids? Right. Was it dry at some? Was your sex low at some point? What you think sparked your highness, or what you think happened, or if his was high with you? Has anything happened? Has the job changed? Has y'all income changed? Has health? I have a number of questions for her.
It's a myriad of things that can bring that back. Yes. Like you said, pressure on the job, pressure in the career, stuff like that can bring stress into your marriage. Bring stress in there and mess up your sexual activity. Right. Because if I'm constantly worried about promotions on the job, I'm constantly worried about not bringing enough income in, it will affect me sexually. Okay. Because I'm not thinking about you while we're laying there in the bed. I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about, my next assignment. Am I going to be able to make this assignment? Am I going to be able to make this task come through? Okay. So, I can perform on the job. Right. Right. So it needs to be a conversation. I agree. Because I always tell you, and I tell you what makes me happy in the bedroom. You do. We discuss. I need you to put this lingerie on tonight. If you can put this lingerie on tonight, it's gonna work for me. Right. So that's one conversation I have for you. And when you do that, that helps me even get aroused, where I can maybe raise my level of sexual pleasure. Okay. So and that's a conversation. And I have a few things I do, because I know, Kenneth, that you love sports. So Kenneth I love sports too, but I have a way of kind of pulling him away from some of those games. If y'all send me if you share it and send me a message, I'll tell y'all. But I might tell y'all next time, because I didn't bring it. I want to bring it so y'all can see it. But I'm gonna bring it. It's rated G. You can see what it is, but it's GR. Yeah, it is. But I have a way of pulling Kenneth away from the game, because I'm just that type of person. I'm just like, okay, let me just try this. I think that's just a little hard. If it's a good football game on, and I'm enjoying it and everything, and then all of a sudden your sexual arousement rises, and you say, "Oh, hey, I'm ready," and I'm looking like, now, right? And the football, and it's a great football game on. Yes. And it's time now for you. Yes. And I'm looking like, man, halftime needs to hurry. Come on.
I knew you were going to say that, Kenneth. You crazy.
Halftime needs to hurry going, because, man, this lady is at her peak, and I'm sitting here clicking. But thank God for DVR, recording,
you can record
all those
everything.
things, because it's not the same. But you can record the game, and then maybe kind of calm your spouse down.
Even the sports, they now have, like, you can go back and they show the games on a later day. So, not to give a proper.
It's not the same, but that can be a conversation there that can help out too. Because if you're that high of a drive, and I'm down here with my low drive, I need to kind of bring my level up some type of way to help you. get there. Because we don't need to be opposite like that.
Right.
You have a great high drive, and I'm down at the low drive.
But I also think with you saying that we need to have that conversation, we also need to look at when a person is high and one person is low, why not sometimes the person that's low be the aggressor versus the person that's high? You know, you just take charge, like, babe, I'm ready, versus if I'm high all the time and I'm my highs all the time, and me saying, well, you know, this is what I want. So sometimes you do that and kind of try to flip it, or, you know, whatever you need to do to get ready. Because I know, okay, because I'll say this, and I know I'm kind of going back and forth, but I'll say, like, for instance, sometimes Kenneth is ready and I'm not. So what I have to do, because
She said sometimes.
Yeah, okay. But I always tell you this. Sex, making love to me is mental. It's mental for me as a woman. Not saying all women, but for me as a woman, and most women, a lot of women that I talk to, not all of them, but a majority of the ones I talk to say it's mental. So mentally, for me, I have to mentally be prepared or ready to do that. So if you come in and saying that this is what you want to do, because I think y'all think about sex all the time.
I say men think about sex almost every 10 minutes. And it's not like he's thinking about sex all the time, but he's thinking about sexual parts of it. Like he see a woman passing by, he might, oh, no, she's got nice legs or something.
Nice
or she has a nice behind.
So
we're thinking about sex all the time. Yeah. So at the same time, we need to bring that in a little bit, reel that in, and help our mate. Help our mates to think about everybody else, think about our mate.
Right.
You know?
So the reason why I say that, because whereas you're ready, I have to say, okay, Kenneth, give me a few moments. And I may have to go turn on some music. I just have to prepare myself. So that's why I said with the person that wrote this, have that conversation and see what your spouse needs. They may need music. They may need us to take a bath or a shower together. I don't know what that is, but I'm saying these are the things that I know what I need to get me mentally ready. I'm not saying it's not mental for y'all, but I don't know, sometimes you may need something to get, I don't know, but I'm just telling from speaking from a woman's perspective, we need to, I think it's mental when it comes to that. Because
what we have developed and come up with, both of us brainstorm, come up with this idea that, I'll let you know what, I'll just say what times or what days I would prefer to have sex. Okay. I prefer to make love. Okay. So I pick a couple of days in the week and say, okay, look, this day, I want this day Sunday. I love Sundays. I don't know why. And I love Wednesdays. Both those are church days.
You're going to have people looking at me crazy like, okay, I know they happy today because it's Sunday and Wednesday.
Yeah, I love Sundays and I love Wednesdays. Those are two of the days that I would prefer to make love or have sex. Yes. And then you pick days too. Yes. You pick your
Fridays
days.
Is one of my really good days. Fridays. I don't know why Friday nights are really good for me. During the week, I'm good. I'm not going to say any and every day. But Fridays is that's why I said that's just on point for, I don't know.
Because what that has done is helped us get prepared.
It did.
And even getting prepared for sex, we're getting prepared for sex or making love. Because here comes Sunday, horny Kenneth is coming, I just said that.
I know you did.
I said that. Oh, he's coming. He wants it today after church or whenever. And he's ready. And so she's getting her mind mentally ready for it.
You're right.
And even on Wednesday, she knows, okay, well, after Bible study. No, not after Bible study.
Right.
No, not before Bible study. Whatever.
Right.
She's saying, okay, this Wednesday now. And then I have to get myself mentally prepared, not mentally prepared, but just ready. Right. Get myself ready for when Friday comes. Right. Friday comes, that's when my wife wants to be sexually fulfilled. Right. So my job is to try to satisfy her within every area that I can do that in. So that's my job, to get ready. And those have helped us both get ourselves ready so we won't be starving for sex, or we won't be saying one is doing more than the other and the other's doing more than one. Exactly. So that has helped us.
So I'm going to even ask the writer, the one that sent me this email to make this send us this question also, what can you do to help is if the kids are older, because you didn't really tell me the ages of the kids, if the kids were older, if they were younger. See how because we kind of talked about making your load lighter. See what you can do so your husband can help you. I don't know if he's stressed, where you can make his load. Kind of see what he needs. Kind of cater his needs a little bit.
Just talk about it. Just ask him. Say, what can I do to help you get, to a better sexual part? Because I want to be satisfied.
Exactly.
You want to be satisfied.
Right.
Just be open with each other.
Exactly.
We should walk around on eggshells on this subject.
I'm not saying right now.
No, I'm just saying we shouldn't walk around on eggshells on this subject. We should both be, we're grown, we're past grown, we're intelligent, and adults. We should just be open. Say, look, what is it that I could do to help you, get better?
Yeah,
I want to be better. You want to be better. What can we do to help each other now?
But I think that's key. I think the more we communicate, the more we put things in place for that helps. Because even with you liking Wednesday and Sunday, you even know when Wednesday and Sunday is not a good day for me because I wear my long pajamas or something like that. So Ken already know this is nothing gonna happen.
Not a good day today.
Yeah, nothing gonna happen. So that's why
she can tell me without telling
me. But we put things in place. But we also talked about it prior to, so that you would know and I'll know when it's a good time. Right.
And when it's a good time, and I'm glad you mentioned that too, because some couples have told me that they're embarrassed to undress in front of each other.
Really?
Yes, some couples have told me that they're embarrassed, so they have to turn the lights off and be quiet, and ease into the bed. And I think you're scaring each other, like, get into the bed. What's going to happen now?
Yeah.
Let's be excited about it, and let's talk about it.
Well, I will share and say, I'm trying to work and get this thick tight, but I'm your girl, not embarrassed. The lights can be just like this, and I will, I'm not embarrassed of myself to let my husband, because I love him the way he is. All his flaws, and I'm sure he loved me with my flaws.
All my flaws? I have a lot of flaws?
All my flaws, too.
I have a lot of flaws. She said all my flaws. I mean, there's a lot of flaws,
but hey,
we're going for comment.
Okay, Kenneth.
Just joking.
I know you are. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I think, y'all, to help her, you all need to have that conversation. Talk about it. Because the one thing you don't want to do is go step outside the marriage or even potential harm the marriage. I've been married 10 years. That's a long time.
Yes, it
so
is.
Y'all need to have those conversations. I'm sure y'all conversated about other things. So why not conversate about this? Because this topic here is kind of hard for couples to even talk about sometimes.
They skip over it. They skip over it and say, okay, yeah, we have sex, then that's it.
Right.
We make love and that's it.
Right.
Now let's talk. It's a complete package here.
It is.
I mean, if you're married and you love the Lord loves you, He's in the bedroom with you. Okay. He says the bedroom is not defiled. Right. So He's enjoying sex with you. So don't have any embarrassing moments. Sex was made for marriage, and marriage was made for sex.
That's right.
And we should, as a couple, should enjoy this time now. Instead of being embarrassed about it, we should talk about it, enjoy it, and just have some fun with it. Have some fun with it.
So we want you to revive this sexual making love relationship that you have, so it can be restored. And at the end of the day, guess what? We definitely want y'all to reunite.
Yeah,
because that's all it's about is y'all reuniting and getting back on. So I want you to email me and just give me an update, because I want to know what, and if you want to email me and ask me some things you can do, go ahead and do that. I don't mind sharing some, just some pointers that work for me. I'm not going to say it works for everyone, but it works for me because I want this relationship. At the end of the day, we want y'all relationship reunited.
Yeah, because it can work, but it's just going to take time. It's going to take both of us working together, enjoying each other's company and just talking about it, having fun with it.
Yes.
If it's so serious to you, kind of bring it down a little bit and see how you can have some fun with it.
Yes.
How did we first meet? How did we enjoy sex? How do we enjoy making love when we first got married or we first met each other? We can go back to that and rekindle some of those ideas and try to help each other get better at it, because you don't want to get distance from each other. You want to draw closer to each other. Don't let sex slow your marriage down. Don't let sex hinder your marriage. Don't let making love stop or hinder your marriage either. We both need to work on this and help each other get better.
Yes.
My wife tells me what she wants, how she wants it, and when she wants it. I tell my wife what I want, how I like it, and when I like it too.
Yes,
and so we talk to each other.
Yes, we do.
And say, okay, now next time let's do this. Next time let's do that.
Right.
Let's try to help this thing get better.
Exactly.
And by us communicating like that, now I know what she likes. And now she knows what I like.
Exactly.
And now I know what, how vice versa.
Exactly.
How we can work on that and help each other get better.
Yes.
And all it has done was sharpen our relationship in sex, in making love, and helping it get better.
Because I don't think there's anything we cannot talk about. Ken and I, we talk about everything. So we appreciate you all even sharing this question, because like I said, this is one that's kind of jumped over.
It's a hot topic in marriage.
And we appreciate you all listening. Don't forget to stay tuned. Every Monday, we coming to you every Monday. Again, if you have any other questions, you can email us at thedavisonintervention@gmail.com. Also, check that website out at www.thedavisonintervention.com. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing y'all next week. Bye. Y'all have a good one.